Then the new mage, new range physical, magical range DPS, Pictomancer. Whereas by painting a variety of motifs, then rendering them to life to produce an assortment of effects. Renders multiple motifs to execute high-powered attacks. Also capable of granting buffs to party and self. Before we go into the deep dive into it, let's watch it back in the trailer.
Yep. I feel they're going to be like ninja just in front of the poster, painting 3 paintings behind them.
Yeah, basically, every pre-pull, you'll be doing this. 1, 2, 3. Every time. Lucky it's instant cast out of battle. So yeah, basically 1, 2, 3 for spells. Ball palm. Yep. That's cast time for in battle. So basically that's like red mage. You do 1, 2, 3, and the paint holy as your last follow-up attack.
Oh, another class that got into like.
Yep. And this is a combo system of 3 hammer strikes, like a melee class. Yeah, after you do the palm and the wing attack, you can do the Moogle beam. Cat's Paw. That's AoE shield. Flash. Claw. Another 2 casts of Claw and Bites. And this is the dark magic. It has long cast time, but they are stronger. And that uses the thing. Comet. Star Shower. Alright. That was a lot to take in. They have a lot of off GDC spells.
50 charge off of that rainbow gauge, you can activate
Yeah.
subtractive palette, which basically kind of flips over the palette.
That changes the
changes
light
element
palette to
your
dark palette.
ether hue.
The dark palette
Yeah.
is a longer cast time but are stronger.
色の属性をさっき白系だったので
Uh,
栄唱は長いけど強力な魔法を栄唱
Basically, you'll be doing this version for your first phase. A 74k crit.
ブラックコメットみたいなさっきのホワイトホーリーでしたよね
So of
Let's go
course,
back to white.
earlier
and it also
we
lasts for 3 attacks.
utilized the white color
Yeah,
to
I see
cast
Yeah.
holy in white. With the subtractive palette, and you change the elements of the ether hue, your different sort of ether hue spells will expand. Of course, cast times will become a little bit longer, but they are going to be a bit more
Yeah.
powerful. So you saw like thunder in magenta, or like comet in black, and things like that.
説明が分かりやすくするためには魔法だけの説明をしてるんですけど、基本は魔法はこれがベースだと思ってください。ゲージを貯めてゲージを消費して、より強力な魔法を使っていく。で普段は詠唱が短くてちょっと威力が抑えられてるやつを中心に唱えながら溜まったら切り替える。これが魔法側だけの話です。はい。
So this is just the ether hue things. So as you can see, the basic movements is you try to accumulate your palette gauge and your rainbow gauge so that you can utilize the charges that are accumulated to unleash more powerful ether hues.
So yeah, it's not Pictomancer doesn't. It's not complicated at all.
絵の
Pretty simple.
説明に行く前に、
yeah, it's
まあ
really
他
simple.
の
That's really
サ
good.
ブ
It's
系
like
の
great better.
アクションだけ説明しちゃいますけど
Or someone
And before
actually.
we jump into the motifs
Yeah.
and the different pictomancy,
The dash.
I also wanted to go over some of the sub actions.
Yep. More movement speed
向いてい
options.
る方向へ、一気に 加速移動する移動アクションっていうのがあります。
So they have a dance dash. It's longer, but you only get one charge.
Will allow for you to move quickly towards the direction you're facing.
Like you move further, but yeah, and you get a speed buff for a couple seconds.
ちょっと足が速く
Oh my god, that's actually so good.
Yeah, but you only have
You'll
one.
see an enhancement. For a short period of time,
I
your
thought I used to
movement
increase
speed
the size
will
of the arenas
increase.
because a lot of people are going to
意
fall
外と
from
長距離移動しますので向きやステージのヘリにはご注意ください。
So you can travel a pretty good distance with this action. So be careful when you get to the edge so that you don't fall off of the platform.
Yeah.
では
It's also like Dancer 2 is based on where you're facing too instead of gap closer.
だったり
But it's,
Oh no.
yeah, it's a dash.
でここから絵を使ったアクションの説明に入ろう
I'll,
と思い
I'll
ま
admit
す
I have fallen from arenas because my
And then
character is
on
looking the wrong
the
direction.
top
and I use
row
the
of the
Yep.
hotbar, those are some of your AoE attacks. So we're going to skip detailed explanation on that. So we're gonna
Yeah.
go into the motif and
Okay, so
Pictomancy.
these two are the AoEs. This is the shield buff,
ね横に並んで
and
る
this
から
is off
横に
global
この効果
cooldown
を使
attack.
っていくイメージ
Line
が
attack.
あるのかもしれないんですけど、なんとなく今までのジョブのイメージ、他のジョブのイメージからすると
So
honestly,
with
it
these
makes a lot of
actions,
sense.
because it looks like it's side by side, it might make you think that well, it's something that you utilize with the three in a row.
この3つの絵はそ
So
れ
yeah,
ぞれ独立
so
した
that you
カテ
spam
ゴリの
one button over and over
連動
until
すること
until you
自
use
体
all of
は
it
ない
to the finisher in the bottom.
That said, although they are next to each other, they are individual like motifs that you can utilize.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're
obviously,
not
because they are
necessarily
the-
connected to each other.
Yeah,
ま
you
ず
basically just do this,
生物の絵この一番左だけを見てってください。
do this, then you do the bottom skill.
Okay, so we'll start with the creature motif on the left.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
今先ほど、ポンポンの絵を描きましたので、この絵をまず具現化するっていうアクションがこれです。イマジンポンポン。
They're fake pom poms,
So
not real.
Let's start with the creature motif. You have created the motif, but then you need to render it in order to actually execute this as an
Very
attack.
じゃあ
inanimated.
イマジンポンポン使う。
Japanese-
No Moogers were harmed in the making of this
どうな
attack.
るかちょっとお見せしますね。いいですか？
They were just painted.
あ、イマジンポンポンを調べてる。イマジンポンポンじゃないのか
コメントでお前は何を言っているんだ。
Hi. The Japanese literally sounds like imagine a pom pom, but the English, I believe, is living muse.
な。
全然違った。
Hi.
具現化しますね。
Hi. So we're going to render this as an attack.
文字通りポンポンが
63k damage.
ですね。
We see a whole bunch of Moogle pom poms, probably torn off of some poor Moogle's head.
At this
Pouring
point, they
down
will
onto your
have
enemies.
to crunch the numbers again.
落ちてきましたよね。
落ちてましたね。
これによって、
Well, it makes sense for
こう
for the damage to be from this skill since the drawing before rendering is a pretty decent recharge during battle. Cast time during battle.
If you look at the canvas, the white
Isn't it 2.5
square,
seconds?
because we have rendered the motif into an attack, canvas is now blank.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
この生物
Then you
の
push
絵
8 to draw.
のまあ白紙に戻ったので、次にまた生物の絵を描くんですけど、さっきもうポンポンの絵は描いたので、次は羽の絵が描けるようになります。
So canvas is blank, but you can still continue to draw a creature motif. This time it will be the wing motif. will
Wing of
become
the
available.
Moogle, yeah.
描きますね。
So we shall create the motif.
What was that? 2.5, 3 seconds?
で、キャンパスに描かれます。
And as you can see,
like
it
3
is now
seconds.
on our canvas.
Just want to make sure.
描かれます。
Yeah, about Is it 3 seconds or is it 2.5? Yeah, it's 3
It's
seconds.
down there.
Yeah,
3 seconds, yeah.
3 seconds.
でキャンパスに描かれます。
Yeah, it just feels a
You can see
little
it
bit
is
longer
now
than
on
normal.
our
Mhm.
campus.
でこれによって
Then you do a
今
big-
度はここ
So even with that casting, you do an instant
のできるように
strong attack after that.
So with this, now we can render the wings as an attack.
で同じようにさっきポンポンを具現化したので羽を具現化します。
So these are wings, and so we're going to render the wing.
はい。これ
Yeah,
で
it's pretty simple.
ポンポンと羽を描いたので、こ
And
れ
then
によ
because you have
って
two, because of the Moogle palm and wings, you can now summon the Moogle.
So with the palm and the wings, you see a little Moogle up there. You ring.
Yeah, someone's appealing.
そうそれによってモーグリ
Oh,
を
no.
召喚するっていうアクションがモーグリの絵が完成したっていう。
It reminds me a lot of freaking
モーグリが
Astrologian.
What?
With that, we can
Does it remind you of?
You know that? You mean as the astrologian, where you
Oh.
need specific pieces to get something better.
Yeah. No. This is easier because it's a set. It's always gonna be the same order. Moogle,
okay, that's
palm.
better.
Then you summon the Moogle. Then you get the claw. Then the bite. And then you get the new one, which is a Medine from Final Fantasy 9/6, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So simple it down is you do the beast things 2 times, then you get the special summon, then you do the 2 times again, then you do the special summon attack.
now
Oh, that's
render
easy.
Yeah.
a full Moogle.
で呼びますねモーグリ。
Okay, so we're gonna call forth the Moogle.
おお。ちゃんとモーグリストームというレーザーをぶっ放してくれた。
And so with the Moogle showing up, it's going to unleash its Mog of all ages.
Yeah.
I love the English name.
さらに今度は
Yeah, you can skip around. It's not overly complicated compared to Reaper.
A claw.
Pictomancer is way more straightforward to learn and actually
Then we're gonna
use.
render this claw as an
I
attack.
felt Reaper was actually very simple to learn.
Viper?
Oh,
Sarani.
I
今度
understood
は
Reaper.
牙が書けるようになったので
No, Viper
牙
is
の絵
really
を
low.
描きます。
Overcomplicated.
So now, a set of fangs become available. So we will depict that as our mode.
Yeah,
an
then you
attack.
bite,
全ての要
and you get
素
that
が
little
揃ったので
extra summon.
Canvas called
And
the
use
swamps
that.
there. So we have
Yeah,
it as
強い攻撃が出る。
yeah.
and then
And then, yeah, and then it goes back to palm,
as an attack.
as you can see on
for a
8.
very powerful strike.
これがで
Or
すね
control 8.
え
Yeah, it's not
で
it's not too complicated. It's not RNG. You just have
生物
to
の絵を描くっていう
you just have to find ways to get time to
So that
redraw
was,
all
in a
your
nutshell,
stuff.
How the creature motifs kind of
So
go
basically,
through its
that's what it
cycle.
is.
Yep. So you,
吉田さんごめんなさい。一個英語の
They say,
訳を訂正させてください
you need to
さっきのイマジンポンポンの
follow up
ターミナ
depending
ロ
if
ジーが
if it's better
タビ
to
が間違えてました。
uh
So,
waste the
I'm sorry,
GDC
I made a
to
mistake when I was
draw
reading
or
Imagine
do attacks.
Palm,
It's the main thing
Village.
about
It is not living
Pictomancer.
news, it was
And especially
palm
especially
news.
during especially during downtime.
いやで
I guess we got a preliminary version of the
Yeah.
combos in the video.
No. Oops.
So we just have to
skipped
refine
past.
it.
We'll do it again.
次この武器の絵
Okay, so now going on to the weapon motif.
ここですね、さっきピクトウェポン
Yeah, weapon motif is
を
the same. Yeah. Raw hammer, then you spam.
でこれは具現化するとこっちに3段コンボとしてほう
Yeah.
で3連マップ使える
Yeah, basically just combo 1, 2, 3. Spamming the same button.
3連マップ使える
So with the weapon motif, this is more like a combo.
It does slightly
with,
less
with
damage than the
short,
Mog
not instant,
attacks.
Your
Yeah,
hammer combo.
'cause
almost
it's-
like a
'cause it's-
triple
it's-
cast.
Yeah, that's the reason why it does a little bit less damage.
書いておいて、そろそろ
Which means the hammer is actually a good save up for when you have to move. We need in the move phase.
そうそのアクションに
That's actually very good.
Yeah.
対応しながらこれで火力切らさないみたいなこと
So if you start knowing the fight, you know we can time. Wanting to
So
use the
a way
hammer.
To use the weapon motif would be to have it on standby, kind of depicted in your canvas, and then once
like
you're
it's the
ready
Yeah.
to go in
Pictomancer.
and deal continuous damage, you can unleash your hammer combo so that you're
Yep.
continuously
Pretty simple.
outputting damage.
パーティーバフでもあるからです。
So next is the landscape motif.
So-
This one has a longer casting time because
But
it
it's a
is
party
also
buff.
the depiction for your party buffs.
実行します。
Yeah, that field. Basically, field buff. So make sure you stand in that field.
まあ別にもっと広い範囲に効果あるんですけど。でさらに
They need to make it bigger.
攻撃にも
So of course, not only is it a buff, but you can also utilize it for attacks. The range is going to be wider because it's going to be a party buff.
で、こちらをですね展開中はですねさっきの説明した最初の魔法が無影称で使えたり、こう
Oh, it's also like Blade Lines. It gives the
無影称
Pictomancer's
で使えたりするので
speed
こ
painting.
れと組み合わせてバーストを無影
Not
称
only
でする
that, it
みたいな感
allows
じ
you to use for
Yeah.
free
開幕ローテーションとバーストが
The
組んでい
change to
くことになります。
Yeah.
So with
Wait, you saw that? Let me see.
Yeah, I
こ
noticed.
ちらをですね展開中
Oh, yep.
buff,
で、こちらをですね展開中はですね
Oh, so it's basically like every other busting. Instead of giving 50 gauge, it just gives you
無影
automatic
称で使えたり
use of whatever it
5キャストま
it
で
costs.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah.
they haven't
無影
changed.
称で使えたりするので、ここと組み合わせてバーストを
I think
無影
this is
称
the
です
poster
る
child of all of
Mitaya
that, those
kanji.
changes.
Yeah.
So with the landscape motif and the buff that you can apply to the party will allow for your ether hue, the magics that we explained earlier with the different colors in the palette, to be cast without the longer cast time. So if
Yeah.
you want to say going into a battle and starting off with like a damage burst in the beginning of the
opener.
battle, that might be a way to
Plus.
place your buff there and start off your battle with
Slide to the center,
optimal
pop your buff,
damage output.
and hopefully everyone stays aside.
本当キャスターどのタイプとも似てないので、まあ最初ちょっと慣れるまでかもしれないけど、ちょっとだけ回します。そんなに手に馴染んでるわけじゃないんで、ミスったら申し訳ないけど。
So the Pictomancer is rather different from the other magic ranged DPS. So
It's a little bit different, but
apologies.
It's not complicated.
Still
it's
getting
pretty
used
simple.
To
Oh.
how
Yep.
it moves around, but let me show you some examples of how a skill rotation might look like.
あれこの後どうすんだっけ
And he messed.
Oh, or you
そうだ、
forgot.
ピットウィングだった。
Picto-
He immediately messed it up.
Yeah.
Looks very fancy.
まあ今みたいな感じで、意外と一個
Okay, so you want to get the Moogle Beam out in your buff time.
やること間に結構
Or the other one.
慣れてくるとすごくこういろんなことをやりながら
I feel the other one would be better.
ぜひぜひ
No. Yeah, the Moogle Beat has to be in the buff time.
Yeah,
So at first
it's a lot
glance, it
stronger
looks like
than
there's a lot of cast time involved. but
the hammer
you are
attacks.
kind of weaving
Yeah.
in different movements
Well, not only
as
is
you are
a lot
doing
stronger,
things.
it's
So
because it
once
will
you get
align with
used to
everybody.
it,
Yeah.
Because the
it
one I'm
might be
talking about is
a fun way
the
to kind of
Wixie,
maneuver
whatever you
around
call
what
it.
The which one? The second one?
The one that you get after doing 2 more attacks and
After Moogle,
being able
yeah.
to summon it.
you need to do next.
はい、だいたい今こんな感じでございます。もうね、そろそろ眠いぞっていうコメントも日本の方からは。
Okay, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, so and that's Pictomancer. I think a lot of people will come to do Pictomancer. It's very straightforward. Does these really good amount of damage, and the spells and outfits and all of that looks pretty.
Yeah, everything looks amazing. Can't wait to have it on my hands.
Right.